泣き言だってこぼしたい油断も隙もありはしない。きっと一度返された手のひらは何度でも返されるだろうって常にあって僕は何を学ばされる諦めか裏切り相手に
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan, and in this reaction we'll be reacting to the 11th episode of Tomodachi game titled Do You Really Have Nothing You Care About? Now I have to say, this is a highly anticipated episode for me this week, and is a highly anticipated episode for a lot of the community that has been watching this show faithfully and religiously up to this point. Obviously, as you all know from the last episode, the game is over, and based on the results, Yuichi and Tenji have lost. Question mark. Maria basically ratted out the location of Tenji ultimately after a dynamic performance on all sides, along with our actual leader from the other team coming out in full force, and he believes that he has set everyone up for a trap because he is a genius, and even apparently got Maria on his side too. Here's the thing with all this, I don't trust none of that shit. And also, because there is a disclaimer on this episode, I'm going to give a disclaimer too. I'm probably going to be cussing throughout this reaction because I'm just going to be outright with where we're at right now. We are in for one hell of a show, one hell of an episode, this episode. I know it, I can feel it in my bones, because there is no way that Maria just outed him like that, and there is no way that she would do that unless Yuichi had something in place to make sure he won this game. Yuichi is a monster. He's been referenced as a monster, and it's important for all of us to know not to get too sidetracked by everything that happened in the last couple of episodes with this third game, and understand that Maria was put out in the field for a specific reason, to watch Yuichi. If he was going to lose a game like this, Maria would have never been put out. The fact she was put out as a wild card scenario situation is because they are watching Yuichi, because Yuichi is an absolute freaking monster. So with that said, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I am so excited, and because I'm so excited, I'm going to do less talk and more watching. Before we do start the episode though, I always do talk about how Tomodachi is doing in the ratings, and I'll talk about that just for a moment. As you can see on the screen, courtesy of Anime Corner, week 10 ratings came in, and Tomodachi is in number 3, riding high with your boy Kangming and Data Live in the top 3 spots. The community agrees that Tomodachi game is doing phenomenal. And these last couple of episodes, while they might have seemed a little quieter, they've been definitely suspenseful, and they've all been leading us up to this episode today. So with that said, I am excited to see what's going to transpire. We are now about to see the results of the third game. Also, I put it up on my video. It's going to start on this reaction. It's going to start when we start watching the episode, and it's on the episode itself. We do have a violence disclaimer, so if you are squeamish to extreme content, violence, and I don't think I saw a sexual thing, but just be aware that there may be themes that you may find uncomfortable if you don't like those things, so please tread lightly watching this episode and this reaction. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get this episode started, and I hope we all enjoy this ride together. Oh boy! I have been ready for this for a week. Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Scenes that viewers may find disturbing. Wait. What rule was missed? Oh, he pushed the button. Oh, he pushed it. Of course, something as simple as that. Did Yuichi and them gamble on that? Wait! Wait! Yo, we ain't seen Shiho and Yutari and none of them in a minute now. Oh, what happened? I told you! What in the... Yo, I love this freaking dude. Yo. That's what I was asking too, I'm not gonna lie. We've been saying that! We've literally been saying he's a monster! Have you not been listening? He got into their bonds. Yep. He got into them in the worst possible way since they're together. Them being a team, a sports team, actually really costed them here. You won't. You won't. Yes, he will. This man's killed somebody. Allegedly. Yo. Oh. He never broke it. Yo. What? He broke his own finger. Damn. What a Chad. Group C. I'll be down. Wow. The bonds had already been messed up regardless. At least they can leave. Unlike Squid Games, you just get killed. Oh, well, look at that. Their bonds were a mess. Everybody knew. You didn't even get away with anything. great act. No, he didn't. They would have lost. That's right. There's still so much we don't know about Yuichi at the end of the day. Well, then I'm just going to stay put. Oh, they were just allowed to leave. I ain't gonna lie, I thought they were being held until either he won or lost. And now we're gonna find out what happened. Oh. Why'd you respond that way? Yep. Yep. You cop. Oh. Yeah, they gotta be really careful there. That was a... Oh, wow. Oh. Shit. Of course he talked. He would be the one. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, Yo. Oh shit. Shuichi's a... Oh! Oh! Yuichi! He had no choice. Yeah. Time for the fourth game! Oh! Damn, they got on fast. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I figured because he's been in the opening. Oh. Shit. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Well, guys, that was the 11th episode of Tomodachi Game. Thoughts? What in the hell just happened in this episode? So, of course, Yuichi and Group C won the game. However, it was not in some other sophisticated mastermind way that I thought. It was actually just psychological, being able to break down the biggest one and make him think he was actually causing harm to someone on their team when he actually was not. And not only that, he broke his own finger in the process to clear the third game. So after that, we did have a nice little segment there, and we got to see Maria realize that everyone knew who she was, and he sent her back about her way. However, his threats are starting to catch up. Yuichi, to this stage, has made a lot of calculated threats, a lot of calculated statements, and he's a very calculating person on top of being a murderer. However, nothing could possibly have prepared him for where we are at now. So, we are going into the final episode next week of this season. Tomodachi Game ends, and I do not believe this is a two-cur show. So we are ending next week. And I have no idea how that next episode's about to end. I could easily say he'll be able to rescue Yutari, but in the typical fashion of this show, she might actually lose her life in this. Lives have now been lost. Shibe has now been arrested for being a potential murderer of his own father. They've been outcasted from the school because unfortunately he spoke, and now it's very clear that the death game side of this has now arrived. And I wonder if the special game was actually the plan all along. They were just waiting to see who was going to say what and how things would play out before going there. On top of the fact that Shio's dad, the one who is with the police, I wonder if he's also associated with the game. So there's a lot to unpack here. I could be talking for an hour about what I think my opinions are of what's transpired, and I'm sure that there's going to be many of reactors who will who will do the dive deep reactions into this. I will say this much though. Yuichi has always been overly calculated, and he has done a tremendous job of keeping things going in his favor and manipulating the tide of everything, emotions and all. But even I don't think he actually saw that this might actually transpire so quickly after he tried to run Yutari off by saying those incredibly cruel and hurtful things to her. So, wow. I gotta tell you guys, one hell of a season, one hell of a show, quite frankly. This still is not a perfect show to me. And, I have minor concerns about certain story elements, but those minor issues kind of pale in comparison to the fact that while I'm relatively good at predicting what a show is going to do, I intentionally chose not to predict things in this show because those things could be proven wrong. And while things like how Yuichi got out of the third game might seem very simple in nature, just a couple of second delay could have made all the difference. So, I think things have caught up now. I think we are at a point in this show now where it is very clear there is a lot to lose. There's a lot to lose and a lot to gain. And Yuichi's going to have to start making some choices very quickly. And now all those words that he said about Yutari is about to come back in full circle now. And I got to tell you guys, I don't know. Now, one thing I do want to say in regards to her, I said that I didn't want to trust anybody, and even after the bonding moment that Yuichi and Yutari had, they had in the second game, up until the point about him being a murderer came out, I said that I would not write her off, that, you know, any one of them could have had a motive to be the actual ringleader of everything. And with this presentation, I am slowly starting to doubt that she has anything to do with either the game or the traps or anything that's playing out here, especially since she's now being harmed. Unless, if you all remember how Squid Games went, and remember who ended up being the mastermind in Squid Games, and he was someone who was killed. So that could be the only other way that this could go, that could lead to her actually still being an actual true mastermind in any of this, or having any ill intentions. However, I think that is highly unlikely, and I will owe some money if that ends up being the case. So, yeah. Wow, guys. What an episode. What an episode. So with that said, you know, I'm going to go into the next and final episode of this season with an open mind of what could happen. And I'm going to hold the remainder of my thoughts until we all watch together the last episode of Tomodachi Game next week. So with that said, thanks a lot for watching this reaction. If you did like the reaction and like the episode, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and hit the bell icon if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available. So with that said, for all of you wonderful people who have stayed and pushed through with Tomodachi Game throughout this season, I hope you guys have had a blast watching this as much as I've had a blast watching this, and I look forward to seeing all of you next week for the final episode of this season of Tomodachi Game. Until then, catch you later.